Hi, everyone. This morning, I wanted to talk about the Sila, which is also the precepts. Buddha, when he laid out the path, the Dhamma, the whole path has the three pillars. He laid out three pillars to achieve the liberation. The first one is the Sila. Sila is the first and foremost in our practice. And the second one is the mindfulness, the concentration. And the third one is the wisdom. So these are the three pillars which help us to continue our practice, realize our practice, and achieve the liberation or uh, the enlightenment, Nibbana. So the Sila is very uh, fundamental and important. Why it was given to us is Sila is about following a self discipline, having a discipline amongst the practitioners amongst us. And the Sila is about the moral conduct and a virtuous uh, practice. How do we practice Sila? So the Sila, originally it was proposed not only to the monks, but also for the lay practitioners like us, so that we can also be able to practice Dhamma and grow all the way until liberation. For the lay practitioners, there was 5 precepts were given, and the for the especially on the full moon day, all Buddhists, it was said that there was 8 precepts are practiced amongst all the Buddhists. And then for the junior monks who were in the uh, in the Sangha, who are became the monks, for the entry level junior monks, they are given like 10 precepts. Okay. And then for the ordained monks, any monk is ordained, and thank you. Ordained monks, there are 227 precepts. Um, so these precepts are not like the rules or the strict guidelines. They are not like a strict rules, but they are given as a way for all of us to train ourselves and to follow a discipline, have a self-discipline, and to have a moral conduct, and to practice virtues. So why Buddha gave these precepts? What is the importance of Sila? Why we need to do it? So the main thing, if you can easily relate, is for the practice, our practice is to have concentration and to have develop the wisdom. So the 3 parts are Sila, Samadhi, and Panna. So the Sila, why it was given is, the main thing is to avoid the bad karma. Our bad karma is anything, if we don't follow the basic precepts like do not kill, do not lie, do not steal, do not do harm, do not intoxicate yourself, or do not do a sexual misconduct. So these are some basic ethics. If we don't practice, what happens? If we say, if we lie to someone on that day, what will happen to us? Or if we steal something from others which doesn't belong to us, which is not offered to us, what will happen? We can still do our practice meditation, but by not following these ethics, what will happen? It will have regret, right? The regret, you just think about, have any day you did harm someone, and just think about how your feeling is, or steal something which is not given to you, or uh, do any sexual misconduct. that will give that will make you regret, and that will not you will not be able to concentrate, you will not be able to have the peace in order to walk on the path. So the main thing, the purpose is to avoid us doing the bad karma, and to not have that regret. So to come out of that regret. So all the karma all the actions that we did in the past, um, that become a burden, that is the regret we carry, which makes us always, uh, the mind not to calm down, not to uh, have a peace and joy, tranquility, or anything like that, which is needed to develop our wisdom. That is the main reason we have this sila, or the precepts. So the precepts, there is no one there to punish you if you don't follow the precepts. So we have these precepts on full moon day. We read these precepts, and some of us took formally the precepts, and we, as a practitioner, we are trying to um, train ourselves how to follow these precepts. But if we are not following these precepts, there is no one to punish us. There is no God, or there is no authority who are actually coming after us for not following any precepts. But the only thing is the bad karma, or the regret that is going to come after us. So Buddha said there is when you did a mistake, so the mistake in Pali, it's called apatti. Apatti means a mistake. Like, you have these precepts. If you are unable to follow a precept, you violate a precept, it's called apatti. When you have this violation, when you did that, what Buddha encouraged is, it's okay. You can rectify it. You can fix it by talking to other wise people. So where can you find a wise people? The practitioners, fellow practitioners at Sangha. You can have someone who you can trust. You can talk to them something, some mistakes or some precepts you violated. You can talk to them. That way, that regret, that burden will come down, will be less. And that will also help to practice that precept in a better way. So as your intention will become better, so you will not have these negative intentions. So the negative intentions are the main problem. So sometimes if you make a mistake, that is unintentionally, that may not be a big problem. But if you did something intentionally, you know that someone is going to hurt when you say something bad, um, then that is a bigger regret, right? Or intentionally, if someone is going to, it's going to they are going to be impacted if you steal something from them, um, or you're taking a false credit. That is something, if you're doing intentionally, that intentional karma will be a bigger baggage, which um, it is okay to accept it with whatever the mental condition that was done, but it is, you need to openly accept it instead of hiding it under the cover or anything like that. That will become a habit if we just cover it. But if you open to it, even reflect on it and talk to the people you are comfortable with, you trust, the people who are also in the same path, who are wise, they can understand. But if you are talking to a foolish people about I did bad thing, it's okay. So that may not go well, but Buddha advised to, talk to uh, about any apathy with the fellow practitioners, especially wise people. So one day, Ananda, who is Buddha's attendant, asked um, Buddha, what happens if there is a regret, right? So there was a sutta Buddha actually told, the sutta called, it's Kimatiya Sutta. Kimatiya Sutta is basically, it talks about what is the purpose of sila, what is the purpose of the precepts. So the main purpose is, as I said, it is to reduce the regret or remorse, right? So um, and what is the benefit of non-regret? So Ananda asks, what is the benefit of non-regret? So the benefit of non-regret is the joy. So if there is no regret, you are more joyful. And then Ananda asks, what is the benefit of joy? The joy, the purpose and benefit of joy is rapture, is more spiritual pleasure. So once you have joy, you have more spiritual pleasure, and there will be a rapture. Ananda asks, what is the purpose and benefit of rapture? The purpose and benefit of rapture is tranquility, calmness. And Ananda goes on asking, and what is the purpose and benefit of tranquility? So Buddha says, tranquility, the purpose and the benefit of tranquility is the pleasure and the pleasure, the blissfulness, right? Ananda keep on asking, what is the benefit of pleasure? Buddha says the benefit of pleasure is the concentration. We can able to concentrate. We can see things clearly, right? Then Ananda says, like, okay, we do concentration. And what is the benefit of concentration? Doesn't stop there. And then concentration, if you can concentrate, you can see things clearly. That will arise knowledge, wisdom. If you cannot concentrate, it is very hard to develop the knowledge and wisdom. So you cannot see things for yourself, right? And knowledge gives the vision of things and the realization of reality, right? And Ananda asks, like, what is the use of knowledge, right? What is the how is the knowledge is going to help us? Knowledge is the vision of things, the way the you can see the things the way they are, and it will, when you see the things the way they are, then you can have disenchantment and dispassion about all the worldly things. So if you have that, until that time, you cannot have the dispassion and disenchantment. So you always have a attachment to the things, right? Once you have the disenchantment and dispassion, the uh, the knowledge and vision, it will give a liberation. So for us, liberation. So the whole Dharma, the path, the liberation is Nibbana, that is all the main purpose. We are all practicing Dharma. We are on this path, or any person who is um, following the Buddhism or path. They want to come out of the suffering and they want to be enlightened, and you know. So the whole practice of Sila, it is going to help us, and it is going to complement with our cushion practice on the cushion, daily meditation, and our Sunday service, or any way we are practicing in the service, the path, the Dharma practice. It is going to help us. So then Buddha said that Sila, without Sila, the practice is not complete. So without practicing precepts, the practice is not complete. So as we um, start following the precepts, and as we have the self-discipline, it will uh, give us a way. Even there is not hundreds, 200s, or 300 precepts, no, all of them will be seamless. So we can able to uh, practice any number of precepts once you develop that, uh, the self-discipline, the moral conduct, the ethics, virtue. That's the importance of the sila. That's what I wanted to say today. Thank you.